Bill Nye the Epidemiology Guy.
Bill Nye the Epidemiology Guy.
Epidemiology rules. Bill Nye the Epidemiology Guy.
Inertia is a property of matter. T minus 7 seconds.
Bill Nye the Epidemiology Guy.
Hi guys, so we're here today to talk to you about climate change. What exactly is climate change? Well, climate change is the change of usual weather patterns found in a place or a region, and it's essentially caused by our Earth getting warmer and warmer. So the solar radiation reaching the Earth is absorbed by the surface and atmosphere, which in turn radiates energy out towards space as infrared energy or heat energy. Most of the heat energy from the surface is absorbed by the greenhouse gases in the atmosphere and radiated back down towards the surface. The more greenhouse gases we create, the more heat is absorbed and sent back towards the surface to create further warming. These massive amounts of carbon dioxide are a result of the Industrial Revolution. So the burning of fossil fuels, deforestation, and car pollution, all of which contribute to the greenhouse effect. So in short, the main cause of climate change is human activity. Basically, you and me. As a result, climate change has imposed numerous effects on our Earth. But today, specifically, we're going to be talking about how it has caused foodborne bacteria, rising sea levels, and wildfires.
Here's the thing. So what if the Earth's temperature has increased by 1.7 degrees since 1948? Well, even though the temperature has only increased by 1.7 degrees since 1948, the scientists predict that in the future, the Earth may experience temperature increases by up to 6.4 degrees in certain areas, even up to 7 degrees in the Arctic areas. So what does this mean for us? Don't we want warmer temperatures in Canada? Isn't it cold enough right now? Well, absolutely not. There has been about 150,000 excess deaths caused by climate change in the year 2000 alone. This is predicted by the World Health Organization. Canada is getting warmer and wetter, and we need to do something about it.
An increase in temperature leads to a climate imbalance. Not only hot countries are being affected, but also cold countries are being affected too. According to the Canadian Food Inspection Agency, 1 in 8 Canadians get sick each year due to a foodborne illness. Although Canada is known for having one of the best methods for monitoring food, it was reported a few weeks ago that bacteria such as E. coli, Salmonella, and Listeria have led to an increase in foodborne illness. As temperature rises, flooding is more common, and these bacteria get into the crops and cause the infectious diseases. Additionally, a report in British Columbia states that the hot temperatures of the water allow bacteria such as Vibrio to grow and accumulate in shellfish. The consequences of climate change will increase and get worse. The rising temperatures will also decompose our food faster, leading to an increase of flies, which will be the source of infection.
For my part, I'm going to be explaining rising sea levels and how they lead to flooding. Specifically, in Canada, global warming is occurring at double the global rate. As we lose snow and sea ice, surfaces become less reflective, which means more sunlight is being absorbed, which leads to even more melting and warming. This is a troubling cycle, and the Yukon Territories, Newfoundland, and the Northwest Territories are seeing sea levels rise faster than the global average, and by the year 2100, global sea levels are projected to rise by 1 to 4 feet because of the glacier and ice sheets melting.
Wildfires are a natural part of some ecosystems. They aid in the natural cycle of growth by clearing dead trees and vegetation from the forest floor to make way for new plants to grow. Unfortunately, uncontrolled wildfires do not provide these same benefits. Actually, far from it. These fires can be caused accidentally by humans, like throwing out a cigarette, or by lightning. Unfortunately, many are started intentionally to clear land for agricultural purposes. This method is called slash and burn agriculture, where large forest area is burned down at a time, killing trees, endangering wildlife, and the local communities. Since 2000, wildfires have not only increased in number, but also in size and severity. These fires can be extremely hazardous to our health for many reasons, the main one being particle pollution. It's an extremely small but damaging particle produced by the smoke. Because it's so small, we're able to breathe it deep into our lungs, and it not only poses a threat to our health, but it can be lethal. Children in California who breathed the air during the forest fires had increased coughing, wheezing, bronchitis, colds, and were more likely to have adverse respiratory health effects. This can be much worse for children, older populations, and those who already have health conditions like heart disease, diabetes, asthma, and COPD.
In conclusion, the question everybody wants to know is if climate change and global warming are the new norm and if we will be seeing climate change dramatically decrease in the next couple of years. Well, unfortunately, the answer is no. Climate change will continue to be a growing problem for many years to come, but responding to climate change will involve a two-step approach, with number one being mitigation, which is reducing the flow of greenhouse gases into the atmosphere, and number two is adaptation, and learning to live with the climate change that has already been set in motion.